The Oshkosh Area Humane Society presents Happy Tales. Brought to you by the following local underwriters: Cat's Cozy Inn, Poop Patrol, Provident Financial Consultants, LLC.
Welcome to Happy Tales. I'm Cheryl Rosenthal, the Oshkosh Area Humane Society Communications Coordinator, and this is our Executive Director, Joni Geiger.
Hi, thanks for coming today. What we're going to do today is a kind of a special show. We're going to watch an animal come through the process of the Humane Society. So what we're going to do is actually have a mock surrender. This is a person that I had actually asked to come today and pretend as though they were surrendering their cat. And so we're going to show you the kind of information that we ask every person who surrenders a cat, and then obviously different questions for a dog. But we want you to see the process that is involved and how much time goes into that. It's really, really important to get as much information as possible in the case of a surrendered animal, because we want to share that with a prospective adopter.
Right, and then from there we're also going to do a complete physical examination on the animal so that people are better aware of the amount of time and cost that goes into every animal before they actually go up to up for adoption. Now today you're going to be doing an owner's surrender, and so that animal doesn't have to be held for a certain number of days before it goes up for adoption, but stray animals need to be held for 7 days. And so again, the procedure, whether it's a stray or an owner surrendered animal, we still need to do all the medical treatment for those animals, which is very important for the health and well-being of the animals that are currently here at the shelter, for our staff, and for the community, to make sure that we are putting out healthy animals to the community.
Yeah, and the actual animal that we're going to do today is going to be a stray. This is an animal that has not been checked in yet, so that you can see the entire process. And it really is quite time consuming, and I want to make mention of the fact that not only is it time consuming, but it also is, you know, a cost issue as well. We have to put vaccinations into this animal. We're going to do a feline leukemia test. So we'll talk about all those costs that are involved, and the fact that, you know, you have to think about, you know, we do about 1,200 cats a year. Every cat that comes in is going to get this same type of procedure, Cheryl.
Right. And people don't maybe realize when we come to work in the morning, we don't know how many animals may be coming through our doors today. And sometimes the average can be as many as 14 cats a day. Maybe it's 7 cats a day. Right. And these are animals over and above the animals that we already have here at the Humane Society that we're already caring for. And so the amount of time to check them for parasites, to give them their feline leukemia test, possibly having to give them a bath if they're extremely dirty before they are put into a cage. All of those things take time. For example, if we get in a litter of kittens, we can't just look at one kitten and say, oh, well, this one is healthy, so the rest of them are healthy. No, every single one of those kittens needs to be checked for parasites, for worms, weighed, given a distemper vaccination. So that time can, you know, it really makes the day go fast for our staff, but on the other hand, it can be very frustrating because it's over and above the animals that we already have here at the shelter.
Sure. I actually had an employee recently who said to me, I never realized how much time and energy goes into every single animal that comes in here. And that's the whole purpose of this show. So let's get started. I'm here with Cheryl, and we're going to do our mock surrender, and this is just to give you an idea of how this works and how much time goes into this process. So Cheryl, what we're going to start with is, I do need you to read through this information. I need you to understand what you're doing is surrendering the rights of this animal. Animals in the state of Wisconsin are considered property, so actually what you're doing is you are releasing or giving over your property to the Humane Society. So what you're going to need to do is to read through each one of these. You're going to have to initial, print name, sign, address, home number. Now I'm going to ask you several questions in this process, but if more the adopters, the prospective adopters want to get more information, may they call you? If you're okay with that, answer yes. If you'd rather they didn't, answer no. Okay?
All right.
What's your cat's name, Cheryl?
Jojo.
Jojo. Okay. And how old is Jojo?
About a year.
Okay. And is Jojo neutered?
No.
Okay. All right. And have you noticed any spraying since you've had Jojo?
No.
No. Okay. So he's not marking any kind of territory or
No.
backing up to things or?
No,
Okay.
he uses the litter box.
Okay. All right. And how long have you had Jojo?
Since he was a kitten, about 8 weeks.
Since about 8 weeks. Okay. And where did you get him from?
From a farm.
Okay. And was that like just free to a good home type
Yeah.
of thing?
Yep.
Okay.
In the paper.
Okay. Free to a good home in a paper. Okay. And did you have to, were there a lot of kittens there?
Yeah, there was probably a litter of 10.
Okay. Were the cats healthy looking when you got Jojo?
No, I
or-
had to take him in. He had upper respiratory.
He did have an upper respiratory
Yeah.
virus. Okay. And why are you surrendering today, Cheryl?
I'm moving and I can't have pets where I'm moving to.
Okay. Okay. And is he litter box trained?
Yes.
Okay. And has he ever missed the litter box in the time that you had
No.
him? Okay. All right. And does he scratch things in the household?
No, he has a scratch post.
He does have a scratch post? Okay. And is it a carpet or a sisal?
It's a rope.
It's a rope. Okay. And is it just the one post that you have?
Yeah.
Okay. And where is that located?
In the living room.
In the living room? Okay. And is he declawed at all?
No.
Okay. And has he ever seriously scratched, bitten, or shown aggression to any people? Family,
No.
strangers?
No.
Nothing. Okay. Kept inside, outside, or both?
Both.
Okay. And do you let him outside, or does he escape out of doors?
He escapes.
He escapes, okay. And for how long a period is he gone?
Probably a couple hours.
Okay.
And he comes back.
Okay. And do you know if he's had any trouble, like with fleas or parasites?
He's had fleas, ear mites.
Okay, fleas and ear mites? Okay.
Came back, his ear was ripped. He must have gotten in a fight. I'm not sure, but
Okay, all right. And you know that it can be dangerous out there, obviously.
Yeah.
So, and obviously, Cheryl, if you decide to get another cat sometime in the future, you might want to think about, keeping him indoors and definitely getting him neutered, because part of the idea, the reason he wants to go out of doors is he's driven by the hormones. That's kind of automatic at a year old. So
Yeah.
just something to think about in the future. Has he been around children?
yes.
Okay. And were the kids able to pick him up and
Oh, yeah.
walk around with him? And, okay. And how old are the kids?
4, 9, and 10.
Okay. So you got a pretty busy household.
Yeah.
They live with the children? Mm-hmm. Okay. So he was okay? Did he sleep with the kids?
Yeah,
or-
he's fine with children.
Now, when strangers came in, people came in and visited, that type of thing, would he stay out? Did he
Yeah,
hide?
you could approach him. I mean, he'd approach the people and.
Okay, so he
Fine.
was pretty outgoing?
Yep.
Okay. Would you say that he was shy or sensitive?
No.
No. Okay. Has he been around dogs before?
No.
Okay. Is he current on vaccinations?
No.
Okay. And I did hear you say that you had taken him to a vet at one time?
In the beginning.
In the
Yeah,
beginning.
when he was sick.
Okay, in the beginning when he was sick, okay. Were there any health issues that I should know about?
Just that he had that upper respiratory and ear mites. and
Okay.
That was about it.
What kind of food were you feeding your kitty?
IAMS.
Okay. And was it the kitten or the adult?
It was the adult. Well, we started with kitten and then went to adult.
Okay, so you started with kitten, went to adult. Did you free feed?
Yes.
Okay. And was he a good eater?
Yeah.